We can't lie. You know that there's fucking ugly and beautiful people out there.
Exactly. Exactly.
See if anybody shows up today, man. It's always a what if kind of thing, right? Every week. Today, man. Oh shit. Yep, it's working. Share this out. Generally, RPG is like the first one on here. Go. It's on the Discord. Sorted. X. Yeah, this is where computers really come in handy.
Oh, absolutely.
Believe how much fun I'm having with this game.
Okay. What fucking game, Nelson?
Sorry, yelling at my kid is. It's been like 30 seconds, so it was about time.
Oh, I think we have our first couple guests, man. That's awesome. Let's see who they are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am done sharing all the links out. Thank you for your patience. Welcome to the State of Game podcast. Hey, did I sound like a YouTuber there? Or did I sound like some fucking asshole? Let me know, chat. What
You're
up,
always an asshole.
gamers? Oh, yeah, that's true. But I'm trying to, do my thing. Well, there's nobody on the chat, but we got a couple of viewers, so that's good. Hey, welcome to the State of Game podcast. For real, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through and kicking it with us this Sunday evening. Man, I don't know about you, Nelson, but it's like 75 degrees right now for me. It's
It's
beautiful
hot as
outside.
shit. I got all my windows open because I don't want to turn the AC on after having the heat on Tuesday.
That's a fact. That I'm the
We have
same
we
way.
have a staying in Minnesota though. If you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes.
Yeah, no shit. That's how it is over here too. I'm in Wisconsin, so me and Nelson are like
I've
fucking butt
gone from
buddies.
shorts. I've gone to shorts to snowmobile suit in the same day before.
Fucking
Oh my
insane.
God.
But yeah, welcome to the State of Game podcast, RPG. What's up, bro? Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple topics we want to get into, but as you guys know, our podcast is shoot from the hip, raw and uncut. We don't give a fuck. We talk about gaming and what we want. And that's what we're gonna do. So thank y'all so much for kicking it with us. We have, of course, Will here, Nelson, and we have a special guest today, guys. We have Mr. Bot himself, Mr.
Let's
Brett.
go.
Say hi to the people out there.
How you guys doing? Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, Mr. Brett's first time. I popped this cherry. I feel good. Bareback, no protection. First
None.
time on a
None.
podcast, or live, right? Yeah, first time on a podcast like this. And man, we're
Absolutely.
Brett is part of our Discord, which is where we know him from. And Brett's a gamer, man. He has been killing it with the Diablo. Been playing that shit nonstop. The Diablo 4 DLC. And did you beat that thing? Well, I know you beat it. The question is, how many times have you beat it?
Uh, I'm working on my fourth Spiritborn build right now. Absolutely loving it. Usually by now I'd probably be on my second or third character, but with the new character being released and all the new stuff they added, I'm kind of just taking the time and focusing on the one character. But I'm to the point where I have officially beaten everything. The Torment bosses, Uber Lilith. I mean, the only thing I really have left to do is push the pits. That's it. And then I've officially beaten everything.
Nice. Well, we've been putting in work, bro. I've only played a little bit of it. I have been kind of all over the. Oh, I've been playing Silent Hill. That's why I just beat the game 3 days ago. And for y'all out there in the chat or listening to this, go check out my Silent Hill 2 first time as a first time gamer of any Silent Hill game review. I put it up today. It took me a lot of work. I put in effort. So please go check it out. And then of course we have Mr. Nelson Gaming Culture. Nelson, how are you doing, bro?
I'm all right. I feel really bad that I just got off work and then I'm working tomorrow.
Well, you're working right fucking now, dude. That's how it goes. I
This is
mean,
not
Yep.
work. I
that's
don't get
true.
paid.
That's true. Well, I mean, it is what it is, bro. We fucking live to work.
If I got, yeah, I know.
But you like,
Part of me is hoping they tell us on Tuesday that we don't have enough material to do any more overtime, and part of me wants the money, but I think more of me wants them to just tell me I can't. That way,
you don't have to
you know
make
what
a
I mean?
decision.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to say
It's
no.
gonna be my last one for a while, anyways, because November deer hunting and stuff. I got too much going on. PS5 Pro coming in. I want that set up before I leave, and yeah, I just need some time to get caught up around the house and shit,
Well, dude,
holidays and stuff. And then by December, I'll probably be back at it. So
well, I was in a, I don't want to say similar position, but a couple weeks ago, there's a few job openings or positions that open up at my job, and one of my colleagues applied, she got it. My other colleague applied, she got it, and I'm like, man, I should probably apply too. And I did the whole application, and at the very end, I just hit save and exit. I did not submit it because I'm like,
Oh,
I I'm fine, like this new position is gonna require way more hours. Like I just I'm cool, man. And look, I get it, money is nice, but as I've gotten older, I much rather have the time. Look, and I get it. I'm not like super struggling, so my mindset's a little bit different. If I was living like paycheck to paycheck, I'd be obviously trying to do everything I can to get out of it. But man, at a certain point, enough is enough, right? Like you're exhausted, you feel like you're
I
always
had a
working.
$22,000 year in 2022 that like took all. Like, say I have usually 9 grand in the bank sitting around. I was having to borrow from my retirement because
Yeah.
we had so many
dang.
things happening. Like, yeah,
Well, that's
like
different. You're trying to catch up.
one summer was $13,000 for like air conditioner, car repairs. I can't remember what else there was, but it was like that. Like
You
$13,000 in 3 months.
you're
I didn't make
20
$13,000 in 3 months.
you're 2022, so that's like my 2017. My fucking furnace went down. My fucking
Usually our
car.
expenses are 3 to 6 grand that you don't really expect. 22 grand. That took me right in the ass.
Yeah, dude, that's always for me too. Fucking spent like 15 G's that year on just unexpected bullshit. But hey, that's fucking life. We cannot let it kick us down. But yeah, guys, I'm
Yeah.
excited to be here tonight, man. Especially with having Brett. Like I told you guys, this whole not just the podcast, but this channel in general, I really wanted to be a community thing. And if you are interested in coming on, just shoot me a fucking DM, dude, or put a comment down here. Or Nelson, let us know. We'll figure out a way to get you in here. But besides that,
By the way, Will, I found somebody who likes to watch your channel that I just found out about yesterday.
really, who's that?
My kids,
Oh shit! I'm about to
they
send
know
him my
your channel.
autograph. That's fire.
They
Hey,
listen to the podcast too, which I don't know. They listen to worse, I guess. They live
yeah.
with me, so
Well, I was gonna say I'm about to clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna do a kids channel.
they live with me. At least they're not asking why they can't say the N word because of a lot of the other places I listen to.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm thankful. My kid fucking slipped up the other day, said, "Oh shit." He got scared and I looked at him. I'm like, I'm not even gonna say anything just because you're such a great fucking kid that this was just, a natural reaction to being scared or something dropping. So I was cool with it. But yeah, man, I'm like people who hide shit from their kids, I think is a little weird. I mean, of course there's things that we have to hide and we got to protect them, of course, but like language is one thing that I just never really understood, right? Like they know it's bad, you shouldn't do it. You're not an adult, you don't have the authority to fucking be cursing, so don't fucking curse.
I just tell them what my dad told me. When you're freaking 30 years old, you can do whatever the hell you want to.
Exactly. Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact. No, but kids are smarter than they look, man. They understand. They're not
They
complete
do.
dummies. We have to treat them like they know, and if they don't know, we help them understand. It's just simple. Brett, I know your kids are very young, but man,
Yep.
I love my kid. I love kids in general. I never thought I would have kids, and I have one. I'm like, I wish I could have 30, but I don't because they're
I don't.
expensive.
I can
They're
give you one.
They
expensive.
are. Yep.
They are
Absolutely.
expensive as shit. That's why I'm fixed. I'm fixed for like since the last or the second one came out. My wife was like, "You're going to the doctor." I was like, "Okay."
Get it done. But Nelson, you and specifically wanted to talk about the PS Plus and how they're kind of fucking us in the ass. Do you want to go ahead and
Yeah,
start with that?
I just wanted to say because I'm used to like I got premium, right, and I'm not that big on services because you see my library. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games.
Dude, you probably
I
got
don't need a
thousands of
service.
games. Are you
I
close
got
to 1,000?
well, it says like 800 and something in my library, but
That's it. Is that
that's That's not
That's not
including
including,
PS3 and all the other shit I got around the
but
house too,
that's not
though.
even, is that including the PS Plus monthly games that you've been claiming for the last fucking 30 years?
No, that's another like 400, but
Yeah, so yeah, you're over 1,000, bro.
maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Enough that I could go into a hyperbolic time chamber for the next fucking 10 years and not buy shit and just sitting there, and you know what I mean.
Yep.
So I don't really need it, but it's nice to have around just in case, something pops up and it's like, hey, you want to play this co-op game? Well, I don't really want to buy it because I might only play it with this person or whatever. And then the kids get some options because I really don't want to buy most of the Lego games and, one or two of them, but it gives them more options of shit that I don't want to buy.
I just pre-ordered
But
Horizon Lego.
without the discount, it's like I can't justify getting more than
Wait, you're
the
talking about a
essential
discount. Break it down. What do you mean by discount?
discount. Every year I've had PlayStation Plus. I've never once paid full price ever.
No,
I've
yeah, I
either
get
paid 30
that.
or 40. Well, before it was 30 or 45. But these days they have all these 25% off, 30% off. But it's not. It's only available for new members. Well, it used to be available for everybody. Like the summer discount came up this summer. Every
All right,
year at E3, I either get it Black Friday or E3 every year. Sometimes I buy 2 years at a time.
all right. So
Because
let me explain a little bit what Nelson's talking about because he jumped straight to the discount. So essentially, what Nelson is saying on PS Plus, you are able to take advantage of their sale. So they'll have PS Plus subscription service on sale. Like for example, Black Friday, right? I think they do one during the summer, like the summer
Black Friday, it's E3 time.
E3 time. They'll do a
They
couple of
have a
them.
couple others, but those are usually the big ones, like 50, 25 to 50% off in
Exactly,
that
somewhere
range.
around there. So what Nelson is talking about, which I've noticed as well, is if you're already like, for example, me, my subscription for PlayStation, what is it, Premium, ends in November. So
So
they
does
just
mine.
they
Black
just
Friday.
had Black Friday, exactly. So they just had a sale where I think it's like 20% off, where we cannot stack. That's what Nelson's talking about. We cannot buy it and extend what we currently have and stack that year subscription. So they
A
changed
lot of
that.
times 2 years at a time.
Well, that I do too. I usually buy my shit in Black Friday, and then if they have like a summer sale where it's a good discount, I usually buy it again. Like this time, I was trying to buy it because it was like 20%, and okay, so now we can't do that. And this just kind of, I know Nelson disagrees with me on this part, but this just adds on into the little shit that fucking PlayStation has been doing that's been pissing me off. Like the Pro. Like, why the fuck can't you include, like, and I wanted to bring this up tonight as well. Right now, the highest sell or the hottest accessory that is sold by PlayStation, what is it, guys? Do you any know?
Is it the stand?
No,
The disc?
the disc drive. The fucking disk drive. So, question for all the fucking pussies out there who said, "Oh, yo, digital fucking games, shut the fuck up," right? Why the fuck are people going out there and buying disk drives like they're going out of style? Because people want
Right, that's
disk
what I got it
drive.
for.
But- So the little things, those little things, no disk drive, no stand. You can't stack PS Plus when they do a sale. Like, like what is it, dude? Are you guys nickel and diming that fucking bad? Like, dude, you guys are the leaders in the video game industry. You're the leaders in the hardware video game industry. You're fucking putting out movies, music, the whole nine yards. Like, you can't give us a fucking $20 discount? Are you freaking kidding me? You can't add a freaking $70 disc drive or even sell to us at 50 like you do with the PS5 Slim and the PS5 Digital. The PS5 Digital is 450. The PS5 Slim with a disc drive is 499. The disc drive by itself is 80 bucks. So they're giving you a $20, $30 discount by bundling both together when you buy it right away. Why couldn't they do that with the fucking Pro? So it's just that little nickel and diamond that's really pissing me off. But Nelson's absolutely right. Brett, what do you think about that? Do you you're not subscribed to PS Plus because right now you're on the Xbox. But what do you think about that shit?
Uh, well, as someone that's on Xbox, I think it might be the same way there, honestly. And I think the reason
In a
why they might be
while.
doing that
They
is
they
is
want you to
is
go month to month only, I think. That's a little different on Xbox.
I think you might be seeing a price increase maybe soon.
Well, they
That's
just
what
had a price increase.
What's it up
Uh,
to now?
so
You paying
now,
the full because they know people be stacking. I know people that got it for 10 years still.
yeah. So
So
it
can you not
basically
stack it on Black Friday? So like when
no.
you say you can't stack it, you mean like because you could buy like 3 months of Xbox Ultimate for like $25, and you
Hmm.
could buy like a couple of them and then put them on your account.
Hmm.
You can't. So how much can you stack, or can you only like one
1
card and
year.
that's it? One you could
One
stack
year.
up to a year.
Yes.
Yeah, but I used to buy multiple years. So say it was 50% off. Say it was premium, and what the hell would premium be cut in half? $65 for premium was 50% off. I buy like 3 years
Yeah.
at a time. So
Well, that's the
I
old
pay
price. Now
one.
it's like
Well,
160.
okay. Well, whatever the hell
Holy
that would be.
fuck.
75. Wait,
Yeah.
80. You know
80.
what I mean,
Yep.
though.
Yeah.
For
Well,
3
Yep.
years, though.
it
Three
used
times.
so Brett, it used to be $60 for the base. So PS Plus,
Never paid over 45. I
fuck, I
usually pay
forgot.
30.
Yeah, me too. I forgot what the base. There's three tiers: PS Plus, Essential,
Extra,
Extra, and then
essential,
Premium.
extra, and premium.
Premium.
I would
So
I would pay for premium.
yes. So the difference between the three is essentials. You got cloud save, you get
Your monthly games and your
your
discounts.
monthly
And
games and your
they have
discounts.
other stuff too, like whatever skins for this game and that random
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
those are
You
the
got to go in.
packs.
There's
Yeah.
actually a ton of stuff, but
Yeah. But so that used to be 60. So last summer, I think it was right around summertime, it went from $60 a year to $80 a year. But what we've been doing, a lot of us have, is we wait till like a Black Friday sale because that $60 went down to like 45 or $30. So we're like, fuck it, we'll get it for $30. So when they did the switch over from regular PS Plus to the what they have now, because they used to be PS Now, and then they merged those together in a way, then they basically cut the stacking off, or they didn't cut the stacking off, but people had years stacked and they had to pay a difference in order to get the different tiers that they wanted because they only had the one was PS Essential. Then they added two additional tiers. But the for Xbox, for example, what you're talking about, Brett, is I just did the same thing on Woot.com. They had a sale on Game Pass Ultimate. It's normally like a $45 thing that you get a Game Pass Ultimate for 3 months. I ended up paying 30 for it because Game Pass Ultimate now is $20 a month, right?
Yep.
So you save
Yep.
half the money. Now, if let's say Best Buy did the same deal, well, I just go buy it at Best Buy. The difference between Game Pass and PlayStation, as far as where you can buy it, with PlayStation, you can only buy it from PlayStation. They pulled all those cards or codes because you used to be able to go to GameStop and buy a PlayStation Plus subscription right then and there, or PS Now. They pulled all that shit from retailers. So the
Oh,
only way
that's
you can do
whack.
it is only through PlayStation. Exactly. So right now,
That's stupid.
PlayStation is going through a class action lawsuit, which they're probably going to lose, and we're all gonna see a fucking check for like 3 cents in about 10 years. And the class action lawsuit is exactly that. The only way you can buy digital games for PlayStation is through the PlayStation Store. So they're saying it's a monopoly, which it fucking is. And
Yeah.
because you're taking away the opportunity for businesses to compete. So if Walmart's doing a sale on PS Plus, Best Buy can be like, hey, Walmart's selling it for 50, let's do it for 45 and trying to get some sales. Not no more.
Y-
So they
Wow.
fucked us. Yes, and
Y-
that's my biggest complaint with the subscription services. Well, not my biggest complaint, but the thing that I really dislike about that is how people are out here fucking defending this shit. Like, bro, we're all PlayStation fans, bro. I'm a fucking pony too. But this shit right here is fucking crazy. You can only buy any games, doesn't matter, any digital game you want to
thank you.
buy, only on PlayStation or only through PlayStation. Where Xbox, I can go to Amazon right now and get a code for fucking Diablo and put the code in and I download the game, which is what I did for Street Fighter. I got Street Fighter for like $20.
Shit, last year I was paying $289 for a month of Game Pass.
Well, that too. I mean the sales. But so yeah, so that's what's going on with that. So now, do you understand what's happening with that, Brett?
Oh, absolutely. And that's fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it's
It's
like,
been that way for 10 years though, where they always had discounts, and now it's like, oh, you already use it, now you don't. Get it no more.
RPG says if CD Keys has PS codes. I don't think so, bro. I think they pulled everything from every retailer. Let me Google it real quick. That's a good
I
question.
didn't know they ever did.
Yeah, they used to have PS
But
now. All right. So yeah, anything else you want to say about the PS Plus little thingy?
Nope. That's
give me my
crazy to me.
discounts, or I'm gonna be essential bitch.
So yeah, it looks like CD Keys does offer some memberships, which is nice. I did not know this. So right now, what I'm looking at is basically 7% discount. That's the most. And they do have 12-month membership, 3 months membership, and 14 days memberships. And these all seem to be PS essential. So no premium and no extra. But I could be wrong because I'm not really looking at it. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Insomniac announced the port of Spider-Man 2 over to PC, which drops January. You know the date, Nelson? Sometime in January
20th.
20th. And on the online gamers are kind of having a little fit about this because they are disillusioned because there's no DLC coming out. So, little backstory during the announcement, Insomniac said something along the lines of, "We are not working, or we haven't been working on anything, but the PC port is coming over to PC as is, basically like with no nothing else. They didn't change anything. It's just literally a port." So people got pissed off because they're like, "Wait a minute, where's our Venom DLC?" Because last year there was a big hack into Insomniac, and they leaked out, including a cut of Wolverine. The code got out there, so people were able to actually play the game with like an unfinished build, and they got all their shit. And in that information, we found out that Insomniac was working on a DLC for Spider-Man 2, which was a Venom DLC, which made a ton of sense because have you played Spider-Man 2, Brett?
I
Yeah, I
don't think he
did,
has a
and I beat it.
PlayStation. He did?
I beat it. I did
I
have
didn't
a
think he
place.
had a
I'm a
PlayStation. Oh.
gamer. I had one all the way up until July of this year.
Yes, Brett
I
has
forced
some.
myself to play it.
Yes, Brett has some issues, with the consoles, and now he's just down to the Xbox. But yes, he's had a PlayStation. So you've played it, so you can tell that Venom. There's probably a little bit more to be told with Venom, right? I mean, we got to play as
Yeah,
Venom, but it wasn't a lot. It's not like we got to play as
it
Venom for the
wasn't a lot.
majority of the game. It was just a small portion of it. So a DLC with Venom made a ton of sense. Well,
That was
so
like the most shocking thing in that game when I actually got to play Venom 2. I was like, oh, really?
hmm
I wasn't expecting. I was like, this is tits. I haven't been Venom since like Super Nintendo, dude.
bro,
you know?
I remember at the time, me, you, Thrifty were all playing the game, at the same time. Well, everybody was, but we were talking back and forth while we were playing the game, and I mean, it was a good time. But so the rumor is that because those leaks came out, they just said, "Fuck it, we're not gonna do it anymore." Which to me doesn't make any fucking sense because you could have changed it, right? It didn't have to be a specific Venom DLC. Venom could have
Well,
been part
actually,
of
on
it.
their leak, it said Venom standalone game. It didn't say anything about DLC.
There was a DLC announced, but people just assume it was Venom. It wasn't necessarily a Venom DLC, but there was a DLC, and then there was a Venom standalone. Yes, but most people were saying, well, because Spider-Man 2, Venom standalone, there'll probably be a DLC that kind of introduces the next Venom game, and they'll probably go that route. But this is just he said, she said, right? We don't know.
Because they
But
did that
either
with Miles Morales, didn't they?
Carnage. Oh yeah, the
No,
DLC was Carnage.
the
Thank you,
Spider-Man
RPG.
one did, but
Ar-
Miles did not have
Spider-Man
DLC.
1.
Spider-Man
Yeah, Spider-Man
2018,
one had three,
three DLCs. Yes. So and that's the other
which
thing
I
is
didn't really like the way they did it because they were like mini bites. So I bet you, like, let's say 40% of the people bought the first one, and the next one probably had 25% of people, and the third one probably only had like 15, which was me. But how many people really play as much many games as me? You know what I mean? It's hard to keep going with the game that long. People get distracted very easily.
Yep.
Well, I think those DLCs are more for the hardcore. You know what I'm saying? The fans, the Spider-Man
Yeah, I
fans.
know, but a standalone game would do a lot better.
It would, but that still doesn't excuse them not making a fucking DLC. And RPG says, Battle Carnage Spider Verse. So, a Carnage DLC. What's the plan? I don't know how true that is or what, but the point is,
I thought that would be game 3, but
me too, but who knows? But the point is that I'm a little salty about it, right? One, because the Spider-Man DLC or the Spider-Man port got announced almost a year to the date over to PC. Then secondly, the game comes out a couple months from now. So it's a total of 15 months. So we went from 2 years to PC ports to now 15 months. And then while you're working on the PC port, what about us PlayStation console gamers who haven't had a first party game all fucking year? I mean, even Horizon came out with their fucking DLC less than a year after. So it's like you're giving the PC people, by the way, they're also paying for the game $10 cheaper than we had to pay for it. They're getting the best version of the game technically,
that's
right?
still a
Because
lot for a game that's 15 months old, though.
not on PC is brand new. Just like when we get like for example,
Well,
I
they
was
won't pay
talking,
anything for it because they'll just hack it.
they'll just hack it. But I was telling Henry while we were playing Warhammer today that the Ascent. I was telling him about the other game. I was like, oh, it's like the Ascent, and then Henry forgot that, or he didn't know that it came over to PlayStation. He thought it was an Xbox exclusive. I was like, yeah, it was an Xbox exclusive for like 3 months. And like you said, oh,
It
that's
was
the
like
old.
9 because I was waiting for it because I
Oh, was
couldn't
it
find
9?
anybody to play with me on Xbox. Yeah, it
So
was one of
yeah,
their longest exclusives actually, because usually their exclusives only last a couple months.
yeah, super short. I mean, even Brett, what's the game that's coming out in November?
Stalker's
Stalker.
supposed to be 3 to 4
Stalker
months.
2.
Yes, that one's only going to be like 3 or 4 months. So, but I'm just like, we haven't seen anything first party, which doesn't mean they haven't fed us because we've gotten a shit ton of third and second party games from PlayStation. Whenever they
Yeah, this
can't
is actually one of
produce,
the better years, but
yes,
they're
but it's
trickling out what they're showing too. Like, all right, like they gotta have a show to show at least a couple 25 and 26, which we actually know most 25 really, but
yeah. But yeah, it's just like, man, you guys are porting this shit over, and what about us over here with a redheaded stepchild? It's like, come on, man. Brett, what do you think about that? What do you think about Spider-Man 2 getting a PC port basically a year from release and them not doing a DLC for the game?
Uh, well, I stand on, you know, I love it when more people have access to games on other platforms. Uh, so I'm kind of excited for the fact that PlayStation is doing it. I know a lot of people don't want to see it happen, but as a gamer first, I think it's pretty incredible. Even as an Xbox guy, I look forward to when PlayStation people and PC people get to play games that were made by Xbox studios.
So I was gonna cut you off, but
But
I'll let you finish, Brett. But Nelson, you see how he took a fucking shot at us right there, bro?
yeah.
This motherfucker said, as a gamer first, like we're not fucking gamers first. Okay, I'm glad you said that, Brett,
This is a
because
health. This is a selfish hobby. Fuck them
yeah,
PC
fuck the
niggas.
exactly, fuck them. Now, I have a question for you, Brett, because
yep.
I've you're the first person that I talk to like, regularly that has that view where you think games should go everywhere. Now, the
Yeah.
question to you then is, then why the fuck do different console makers should exist? Why not just one?
Well, here's the thing. I believe that exclusivity should exist for certain games. Like in my opinion, when it comes to Xbox, there are the big three, and I consider these games the three games that kind of molded Xbox into what Xbox is today, and that would be Halo, Gears of War, and Fable. I am absolutely, as an
Yeah, but they
Xbox
bought
guy,
they bought all three of those. Those would have been
I know,
multiplats.
I understand that, but I
You know what I'm saying?
I I as an Xbox guy am okay with any game coming to PlayStation, Nintendo, PC. But I think though, if you take those three games, even one of those games, Me as someone who said I would never get rid of my Xbox, I absolutely would because it would at that point serve no purpose that the PlayStation.
You might as well get a head start because it's coming.
I, I just hope and pray that those three just don't.
It's coming.
And that's why when people say they're going multi-plat, if you look at all the games that technically have come to that are coming to PlayStation, are all games that were never out yet. You know what I'm saying? They're not games that have been out for it's not like it's the third, fourth, fifth game like Avowed. It's the first Avowed. You don't have Halo. I can't see it happening. I hope it doesn't, but if it does, I promise you, my Xbox is gone. It's absolutely gone. It
I'll
is.
start getting a freaking quote on it because you're gonna have to have it gone. Uh, Nelson, you want to respond to that?
Fable was a second party deal, right? They bought Halo, but Fable, Xbox wanted it exclusive. They were pitching it out there. They paid for the publishing, and then they bought the studio at the end of the second one. They didn't own that studio.
No.
That would have been a third party
Still,
game.
but it's still
Forza
a title when you
Horizon,
think of
they
when you
didn't.
think
Yeah, but
when
how
you
did it
think
get
of
that
like
way? By
when you
making it
think
exclusive.
of go ahead.
Well,
Go
that's how
ahead.
all games start. Sony
No,
didn't
I
used to
agree.
own Naughty Dog, Crash. That's how a lot of games start. Shit, look at 360. Everyone talking Gears. Gears was supposed to be on PlayStation.
So
Did you know
Xbox
that?
stepped in.
Yep. Xbox stepped in and offered
Well,
them a deal. Like,
well,
we'll pay for the publishing, but
let
we
me
want
give
the
you
shit
one
exclusive.
better. Let me give you one better. Speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man, they went to Xbox first. Xbox turned them down. Same thing with Knights of the Old Republic remake. Xbox turned them down.
And
Said we're
that's
too
why I have an
busy.
Xbox One right now is to play fucking KOTOR, a 20-year-old game.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
even bullshitting.
but see, and I'm glad this brought up. This came up, Rick. Good job on that. Is look, I agree to an extent, right? I'm a gamer first too, but I'm a selfish gamer. And the reason why I don't want my games going everywhere is basically the same problems that we have with third party. Third party games, 9 times out of 10, are buggy messes. They're, they don't have the 30, 60, 40 options. They're just not, you don't really get a ton of third party games that are showcase games. The ones that are like, man, this right here is a freaking, it's a phenomenal, from top to bottom, from the polish to the story to the gameplay, all that. You don't really see that too much with third party. Think about the games that
Yeah.
we've been talking for 20, 30 years. It's Gears, Halo, Last of Us, shit like that. Those are the games that stand through the test of time. Not saying that third party games aren't good, because obviously there's more than I can count, right?
More of them, but you think take the top 60 games between the 360 and the PS3 era. Half of those are exclusive to one platform or the other, and that's
Exactly.
a very small portion of the overall games, but it's half of the bangers,
Yes,
so to
exactly.
Yeah.
speak.
So when you have exclusives, which by the way
It
are,
gives these publishers incentive to invest in their platform too, instead of just
yes,
taking the money home and fucking putting it in their piggy bank.
yes. So for example, another big problem that I have with Xbox is because of them being so shit at what they do, they are hurting the game industry in more ways than one. They're not just hurting themselves, they're hurting the game industry. Because as you've noticed in the last couple of years, games have been skipping Xbox. They're just like, you know what, we're not going to do an Xbox port. They're just, the numbers aren't there. It's not worth investing. Well, since they are already going to go to PlayStation, do you think that they are going to work a little bit less because now they don't have to do multiple ports? They don't have to have a comparison between the two consoles. And we're like, oh, that's good enough. Let's just ship it. And we see a lot of that as well, where
Run
games,
best on the Pro.
exactly. And now, and that was my argument with the Pro. With the Pro, it was, I'm not saying the Pro isn't needed or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that
Well, you don't need it. You don't need a lot of things.
no, I'm saying as far
That
as
guy I seen,
performance.
I never see this in Minnesota, but a guy driving a Lamborghini in Minnesota, he don't need that shit. But I bet you
No,
he's having a good time.
But the
I've
problem,
never seen it. That was the first Lambo I've ever seen. I come home from work and I was like, "Is that a fucking Lamborghini in Minnesota? Bitch, it's gonna snow soon. You got a $1.2 million car.
they're everywhere, bro. But the
Not here."
with the Pro, the reason that the hardware has to do the heavy lifting is because these fucking developers are not optimizing their games as well as they should. So now PlayStation has to say, okay, we got to come out with the pisser, we got to do other shit. Here's the fucking Pro. But if they fucking optimize, because look, and my argument with the Pro is I'm fine with the PS5 OG because I have my 30, 40, 60. And 40 to me is a sweet spot. Now, of course, I would like 60 at 4K, but I'm not going to spend the $700 to do so. But I'm cool with the 40. Why aren't more games giving us all those options like PlayStation for first party games do? And it's simple. They don't want to optimize for that shit. Just like Todd Howard did not want to give us 60 when the fucking game came first, Starfield. And what was his bullshit reason? Is an artistic fucking whatever the fuck he said, whatever lie he fucking said, right? Because what they do, they fucking fix that shit and they gave us 60.
Forever to optimize for the Series S, and they don't want to just come out and say that. That's what it is.
No, exactly. We know
Because it's a
that.
lot of fucking work. They got to cut down shit to get it to work. I know how the development works. I've been saying it since day one. Everyone was like, "Oh, the GPU's weak on that thing." That's not the issue. Ask any developer if that's fucking developed the game for more than a week in his life. That RAM is an issue.
Xbox, doing what they're doing is hurting more than just their brand. It's hurting the game industry in general. And now you have people like PlayStation who have to step it up and come out with a fucking pisser technology so these games can run better because these developers aren't fucking optimizing the shit as they should. And that's a fucking problem. So exclusives are very important for that reason. I mean, just that reason alone is the biggest, to me, is the biggest reason of why exclusives are important. Now, of course, I want more people to play it. It's real simple. Buy a fucking PlayStation. I mean, it's that fucking simple, and I get it. Not everybody can afford it. But gaming is not a cheap hobby. I mean, we have subscription services that help with that, where hey, pay $20 a month and you get this many games to play on there, whether you like those games or not. It's better than none. Better than when I was a kid, right? We only had Blockbuster, and if Blockbuster didn't have the game you fucking wanted, or it was rented out, meaning they didn't have it anymore, you had to come back next week and hope that a copy was there, right? Like Grand Theft Auto, I think I went back to Blockbuster for like a month straight trying to get fucking Grand Theft Auto Vice City till my mom finally just bought it for me for Christmas. And but yeah, man, exclusives are very important. I understand exactly what you're saying though about more people getting to play it. But remember, gaming isn't a fucking charity. Gaming is you you want it, you gotta buy it, bro. It's that fucking simple. And it sucks that you can't play it. I get it. This game is a masterpiece, but like I wish everybody can drive a Lambo, but unfortunately that's not the case. I want everybody to eat filet mignon every day, but unfortunately that's not the case. So we cannot apply things to gaming that we would never apply to our daily lives because we know it doesn't work that way. You
Yep.
want to?
Yeah, my Chevy dealer. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's yeah. Well, hey, why ain't the Castlevania anime series on my HBO Max?
Yeah. Well, because
You
it's a
know what I'm
Netflix
saying?
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
Because they
Netflix
paid
thing.
for it.
They paid for it, and look, and another thing too with exclusive is people forget the big reason for exclusives is to
from
sell.
the from the opposition.
Yes, yes, exactly. So exclusives are needed. Exclusives is what pushes the gaming industry technology forward. Is our exclusives because guess what? Anybody can make a game, make it compatible, or make it as graphically impressive as a mobile game, and they much rather do that and get away with it, right? Because look, investing a shit ton of money, investing a shit ton of time to make these games when you can just do half of the effort and make a shit ton of money. Of course, they would love to do that, but they can't because they have to compete with first party and they got to compete with other third party games. So that's why exclusives are important. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but as much as I want others to play it, and also I just want to say, PC dudes are fucking weird. They don't deserve shit. Fuck
They
them
are fucking
dudes.
weird.
fucking out here playing as fucking rhino dicks, trying to fucking chase like they're fur. What are they,
Go play some
furries?
banana.
Yes, go play some
Furry
bananas,
friends,
furry friends. Like they're just fucking weirdos, bro.
fuzzy furry Hitler.
And they and look, and
These are real games.
those guys love to pirate games as much as they say they don't. But take a look at the highest selling games on PC. They're all old ass games. They're all games that are super cheap. It's very rare that a $60-$70 game goes up and is in the top spot for more than a month. It just doesn't
Right.
happen. So developers are saying, okay, why do you think that console gets a lot of AAA shit? Because developers know that's where the money's at. Indies, great for PCs because PC dudes love spending $10 to get a fucking
It's
indie.
really not great for PC. You know, there's 14,000 indies released every year on Steam, and only 700 of them make over $100,000,
Yeah.
which is like one dude's salary for like 1 year. You know what I mean? After benefits and stuff. So yeah, like 200 probably indies out of 14,000 actually make money.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And you gotta remember,
actually make money.
if you're making an indie game, like I always bring up the dude that worked on Spider-Man for the PS2. What he does now is he works out of his fucking basement and he puts out 2 to 4 games a year on the Nintendo Switch because Nintendo makes it very easy to publish games on there, and he makes a decent living off of that. I think he said he makes close to 100 grand a year. So for one dude making games in his crib, fuck, why not? You know, and I think that's a good way for or a PC is a good route to take if you're that kind of person, or somewhere like Nintendo, where if you do something like that on PlayStation or even Xbox, the chances of you selling anything is going to very fucking slim because gamers
Yep.
have expectations. What was the other thing that you said earlier, Brett, that I wanted? I don't know. But speaking, because we have you here, you're an Xbox gamer. How are you feeling about, because this podcast is called the State of Game, and basically how the gaming industry, like a State of the Union. How do you feel about where Xbox is right now at this current moment?
Uh, I think there's a couple releases coming out that uh, have to hit and have to fire on all cylinders for specific gamers, or else they're gonna lose a. I think they're gonna lose a pretty significant player base. I really do. I think they should do.
I
I
think
think
most
they
of them
are
are
gonna
already
do.
gone, but I get
There's
what you're
still
saying.
there's still a few, but I think that would be the icing on the cake for a lot of them. Me personally, I just game. I mean, I'm working on getting a PS5. When I get that, I'm gonna get back to. I gotta beat the final boss on Stellar Blade. I want to jump back into Helldivers 2. There's a couple games on there that I want to get back, to playing and beat, and I still got to beat Returnal, which in my opinion is my second favorite game of all time. I got to
Wow.
get ready for the new Ghost. And honestly, the reason why I
What
like
about Death
Returnal,
Stranding 2?
I'll tell you this. I did not like Death Stranding 1.
I don't think anybody
Uh,
did. No, there
I did
was people
not.
that did, but
So that game is not like something that I'm really paying attention to. That's why like I'm not like a like an exclusive game can never push me to a console because 9 out of 10 games that I play aren't exclusive games. A lot of the exclusive games that I play on both ends, uh, I don't really enjoy. Like The Last of Us, I couldn't get into any of those games. I didn't like Spider-Man 1, I didn't like Spider-Man 2, but I liked Spider-Man Miles Morales. Uh, I love Ghost of Tsushima is honestly my favorite game. So my two favorite games of all time are actual PlayStation exclusives. Ghost of Tsushima being my number one, and then Returnal being my number two. And Returnal I like a lot because I hated roguelike games. That and those turn-based strategy games I hated. And then when I played that, I was like, this. is that like graphically it was amazing. Like the gameplay, the mechanics, the movement, everything was just felt so nice. It felt so different. I couldn't help but like just keep playing. So like that game, it's gonna be hard for like another roguelike to ever come out and it just be better than that one in my opinion. It's just that good, I think.
See, I think you hit it on the head. I think that the majority of Xbox gamers are similar to your views. I think that they just don't like the type of games that PlayStation makes, which is single player narrative driven games. I
That's not true.
mean,
Then why do they buy PlayStations then? Almost all of them do.
because they know that third party games run better on PlayStation.
No, they don't. They buy them for the exclusives because they won't play nothing else on there.
Uh,
You don't
well,
listen to no
what?
Xbox shows, do you? They all have PlayStations.
No,
Every single
why?
last
Of
one of
course they do, but why the fuck would I waste my time with that? What, you like punishment, Nelson? Is that what the fuck you're
them.
doing? You're a masochist? You want to listen to them fucking
No, I'm not an
retards?
Xbox fan.
Then why the fuck are you listening to their
It's
shit?
funny.
Okay, jamming your head or your toe against the fucking corner is funny.
Yo, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
Sometimes
funny.
you have to remind yourself how fucking insane people are.
No, you know what's funny? Dave Chappelle show. That's fucking funny. A fucking little kid
Yeah.
busting his shit running down the street because he's trying to get away from whatever. That's funny. Watching fucking special ed people argue about shit they obviously don't know shit about is fucking pain. There's way more shit that I'd rather do that other people be like, that is hurtful and painful than fucking listen to
Hey,
these
I get
fucking
a lot of
morons.
these crazy clips from that shit. It's
Yeah,
funny.
no, fuck them.
A
Them
lot of
guys
them
are fucking
blow up.
weird. Them dudes are all like fucking PC dudes, just fucking weird, just fuck like get the fuck out of here. Like I wish there was like a like segregation in gaming. Like if you're an Xbox gamer, you're not allowed on fucking social media. You're not allowed on YouTube. Like start your own shit. You're fucking weird, bro. Okay, that's enough with the hateful speech. But yeah, I think that because I've spoken to like Nelson. He owns an Xbox. I own an Xbox too, but the only reason I bought an Xbox is for the single player narrative driven games, the Gears, the Halos, stuff like that. Outside of that, there is nothing that interests me from Xbox. I mean, I'm looking forward to Stalker 2, but that's a third party. I'm not looking
Yep.
forward to, but I'm gonna play Indiana Jones. That's why I bought the
I
Game
think that
Pass
looks
for
like
cheap.
shit.
I
I
think
think
it
it looks
does too.
horrible.
I think it does too. But it's as many games as there's coming out, there's only so many games that have those big budget, Hollywood, not Hollywood, but just like big budget cinematic games. Like we really don't get a shit ton of those per year. We maybe get like 5 or 6 if we're lucky when you include third party. And so that's the reason I'm gonna play it. But I just don't see the reason to have an Xbox. If the game can play on PlayStation and Xbox, it's gonna run better on PlayStation. And a lot of the times as well, you're gonna get like an extra mission. You're gonna get something a little bit extra on the PlayStation versus the Xbox. It's just fascinating to me how people do game differently. And some people are like you, Brett, where you're more of a third party gamer, and that's okay. Gaming is gaming, right? But for the
Yep.
people that just
Whatever.
defend their console, and this goes for the ponies too, right? It's just that like the people like when the Pro came out, some people were out there for real saying, "Oh yeah, they should have been charging more." Like, no, the fuck they shouldn't. Like, what the fuck, So you do get that shit on both sides. And look, I get attacked too. I get attacked all the time when I say I don't see the value in the PS5 Pro. People call me fucking brokey. I mean, all sorts of shit. One dude said, "Oh, just ask your mom for some money if you're that broke." And I'm like, it's not a fucking money problem, guys. But they do the same shit. As soon as you go against their narrative, all of a sudden you become the fucking enemy, and that is just so silly. That's immature, and that's just fucking so shallow-minded. Let's see here. But yeah, guys. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I mean, we got our 2 topics out the way. That's the
Too
main
many
ones.
games.
Too many. Yeah, let's talk about the too many games
Did you
because
watch that video I sent you today? Because that one guy
yes,
said exactly what I said the other day.
yes, I did,
I was like,
Nelson.
I hate to say it, but half the people in the industry need to be laid off because there ain't room for y'all.
Well, we said it last night where we need quality over quantity. That's just a fact. We need these developers to stop fucking trying to chase that Fortnite fucking, stop being copycats, bro. Be original. Come out with your vision, how you want it. Don't bullshit the gamers. Gamers are fucking smartening up, right? Now these developers are scared because if there is a hint of a rumor about your fucking game, it's going all over social media. People are gonna make a shit ton of videos, and you will get hurt by that, especially during when you come out with the game during sale time. And we've seen that with Unknown Awakening 9. I mean, as soon as people got a Swift that Sweet Baby Inc. worked on that game, which we still haven't got verification that they did, but just the whiff of it or a rumor started,
I don't even know what that game is about.
it's well, it's just a game, but it's like an Uncharted kind of gameplay game without guns.
Hmm.
A whiff of that came around, and the peak user count on Steam is 200 and something, like 260, which as a comparison, Concord got almost 700, so like 690 something. So I mean, the game is doing really, really poor just because that went out there. So developers are now being like, okay, hold the fuck on. We cannot afford to only sell a few thousand copies of our fucking game when we invested all this fucking money. So I'm glad this shit is happening, to be honest with you. I am happy because maybe instead of fucking chasing that Fortnite money, you fucking do something original and earn it. You know, come up with some new shit. Come up with something that people haven't seen
Or
before.
stop chasing a crowd that doesn't play fucking video games to start with.
Yes, stop chasing the crowd. You need to fucking focus on us, the people who actually buy the shit and play the shit, and that
We're
make
going
you.
after a demographic that doesn't play games, but we want them to play games. If they wanted to play games, they'd already
They they would,
shit's everywhere.
especially with how shit accessible shit is. I mean, fuck, look at Xbox, dude. You can get Game Pass on your TV. All you need is a Fire Stick and a fucking controller. How much more ease of access do you fucking need? Like
And
how?
nobody's still partaking.
And nobody's still
Shit ain't grown in
partaking.
like 5 years.
So the point is like, bro, if people wanted to game, they fucking would. And mind you, the video game industry is already the biggest industry in the world. It makes more money than the NFL, NBA,
That's
MLB
the thing, though. Is
combined.
there's too many of them out there, though.
There's too many. There's too many of them out. There's too many cooks
That's
in
why
the
there's a lot
kitchen.
of movies that, oh, why didn't this movie do good? Like, the movies were bad for a while, but lately, I go to quite a few movies. But when there's 4 movies a month, I can't realistically go to 4 movies that I want in a month. And I'm pretty open palette for movies. A lot of times there'd only be a couple movies I want to see a year, but lately there's been a couple every month. But I can't realistically do that. There's
Yeah,
probably 20 quality games every month. Even the most hardcore person, even if they were getting paid to stay at home and play fucking video games, you still can't play all the games that you want.
no.
It's just not feasible.
Yeah, no. And I made a video about this on my YouTube channel a couple of days ago. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But just to give you an example, I'm just gonna read games that are coming from the October 22nd, which is 2 days from now, Tuesday, all the way through October 25th. Just a few days. Just what, two, three, four, just 3 days. Darkest Dungeon, the 22nd, it comes out. Harvest Days comes out the 22nd. Dead Island 2, MX versus ATV Legends, Potionomics, Masterworks, Alan Wake 2, Physical Edition, Minecraft, PS5 Edition, The Smurfs, and that's all the 22nd.
You
The
got forgot about Yeast 10. I'm buying that the 25th.
well, the 24th. Minecraft and the
Oh,
Smurfs, I'm sorry. Minecraft and the Smurfs come out the 24th. Orange Season, Romancing Saga, that's just the 24th. The 25th,
oh,
Barbie Project,
oh, that was
Texas.
one day, not the week. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is just one fucking day. Now we're on to fucking the next day. Barbie Project, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Call of Duty,
Jesus Christ.
Wise Nordics, Miraculous Paris, Halloween Ash vs. Evil Dead, which I have pre-ordered, Sonic Shadows, Bridge
I got the
Curse
Halloween
2.
one.
So did I. I got the combo pack. Bridge Curse 2, Extrication. That's just another day. Here's October 29th. Monster High, Skullmate, Core Keeper, Arsene Lupin Once, Life is Strange, Way of the Hunter, Wild Expected, Gory, Cuddly Carnage. That game already came out physical, digital. Now it's coming physical. October
That's a good
31st.
game. My kids love that game. That was
Yeah,
like a $25 game, too.
yeah.
It's a fun game.
I'm getting that game physical. I was waiting for it to come out physical. The last day of the month, Poppy Playtime, Dragon Age Vanguard, Halloween Ash versus Evil. That's gonna be for the collector's edition. Um, Real Fishing Days of Summer, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, Farmagia. So just between the 22nd and the end of the month, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30, 32 games. 32 games in
God save you if you're
7
a
days.
multi-platform gamer. You know what I mean?
22 games in 7 days. Like, and I have a whole list here that basically goes all the way to March is the biggest dates. There is, I forgot, we counted yesterday, but if this is 22, let's say 60 games per page. No, seven. Yeah, this is more. It's like 70 games per page, 140, and then a third page is three forged.
I don't know, Brett. Did you think Starfield was crap, decent, good, or great?
I thought I couldn't get through the DLC because I didn't like it. I didn't think the main story in the base game was good, but I thought the side missions and all that shit was pretty damn good.
What up, Tool Man? What's up,
That's how
Henry?
it usually is. Fucking Bethesda's main stories are always terrible, though. People act like they're not, but you play it for the side shit. Their stories are. There's not really a story in their game. Like, look at Oblivion.
No.
Go play Close Oblivion Gates. The rest is like killing people and Dark Brotherhood shit and killing, you know what I mean? Robbing people in their sleep and shit.
So, Brett, so you're saying
Yeah.
it's decent overall RPG-esque.
Uh, yeah, if you like a game that has a lot that you could do and I mean like I know there's not a lot of like
It's like their other games. You kind of got to make your own fun.
yeah, absolutely. Like it's a you're like a space assassin thing and a space wizard, so just enjoy it for what it is. Like the thing is, and that's why I don't like if I see a game and it looks fun, I'll play it. I don't give a fuck what other people
I'm the
have to
same.
say, honestly,
Even though Nelson makes
because
fun of me.
I do. Yeah, for sure. You play some goofy shit. I'm playing a fucking 2D platform fucking PS2 game right now.
Yeah, but you
like
don't
I
hear me
And I'm
make
like
fun of
and I'm
you.
having
people.
and I'm having a great time.
You know, you hurt my feelings when you say stuff like that.
I don't give a shit.
You hurt me. It feels like I'm getting stabbed with a hot
You'll get
knife.
over
I
it.
don't like it. You really treat me like shit. You know, I don't appreciate that. I don't ever make fun of your gaming habits.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just
you can. A
I'm
lot of people do.
disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, Nelson. I expect that from
So's
others, but
my mom.
I don't expect that from you. You really hurt me, and I don't.
Oh, it's a matching game. Cool.
I'm sorry, Brett. I was in my feels there because Nelson hurts me all the time, and so I had to get it out. But what were you saying, bro? I'm sorry.
Like, if I was to listen to what a lot of these people complain about, I probably wouldn't really play anything. Like Suicide
Bingo,
Squad, I think is
bingo.
a fantastic looter shooter, and the mechanics of the game are incredible. Like the way you play is different. It's unique in its own way. And the thing is like I feel like gaming is more of a chore now for a lot of these people than like a hobby. You know, like
Yes,
when people complain about, oh, this character is this and looks like this is a shit game. It's like, what does that actually have to do with what you're doing in the game and how you're doing it? Like that's what it used to be, and it's not
exactly.
that no more.
Yeah, I have a
It's
saying that it's make excuses to play a game. Stop making excuses not to play a game.
You don't want no ugly characters either, don't lie.
And you
I
know
don't
that's
care.
I was just telling or Solid Red posted a tweet about a gamer complaining or something. I forgot what it was, but I retweeted it and I said that's the reason why I don't watch a majority of YouTubers anymore because they're just so fucking negative about every little fucking thing, dude. It just gets on my fucking nerves. And it got to the point where I'm like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna make my own fucking content. And if anybody has watched
Yep.
my content, point out a video where I was negative about anything. I mean, on the podcast, I'll be negative about shit, right? But that's just because it's a state of game podcast. But I'm talking about shit that I like. I'm talking about games that I enjoy. I'm talking about, my collection and what games I like and which ones I find interesting. Like video gaming or video games are a fucking art. And not every piece of art is going to attract everybody. And if it's a piece of art that you don't fucking like or doesn't attract you, then don't fucking talk about it. But yet you love talking about it because you love the fucking energy that you get from that negative fucking statement. How about you fucking talk
Yeah.
about the shit that you do play? Oh, you don't because you're not a fucking gamer. You fucking play 2 games a year and then you're out here saying, let's get the subscriptions up and I will show you my fucking dick. That's what's most important to you instead of the fucking hobby. And then you want to get on here and talk shit about games that you know nothing about, but because some fucking lamebo at IGN played the tutorial and he didn't like it, now he shits on the fucking whole game. You're over here like, oh, IGN gave it a fucking 6, so the game is trash. IGN gave it a fucking 7.5. It's not a 9. Like, when the fuck is an above average game trash? Since when? Since fucking when? We live in the mecca of gaming now. I would literally go to my PlayStation store and I have hundreds of games to pick from that are under $30. When the fuck did we have these options when we were growing up? Fuck, I talk about all the time how my mom fucking bought Donkey Kong for me for the N64 and she paid 80 fucking dollars for a game that was 4 hours long. And now you
Demolition
guys,
Man was like $95 on Super Nintendo. That's like 200 and something today.
Demolition Man, forgot all about that fucking game. Come
I
on,
actually liked it
bro.
though.
Yeah, it was a decent game. But fuck, man, we have so much variety. We have so much flavor. And instead of encouraging the developers that are fucking doing God's work out here with games, like Space Marine developers, hit it out the fucking park. Stellar Blade developers, hit it out the fucking park. Helldivers developers, hit it out the fucking park. We look for the dumbest shit to nitpick, which draws negative attention to this shit. And instead of talking about how good these games are, now we're talking about how fucking the dumbest shit ever, and you're pushing people away. If you are a gamer like my cousin, who's a casual, and he buys maybe 2 to 3 games a year, and he sees that Stellar Blade, whatever, fucking negative attention, he's gonna miss out on the opportunity to grow his gaming taste because of some fucking idiot who didn't even play the tutorial said so. Like, come
Yep.
on, man.
I love that game.
Yeah,
It's
game's
so
awesome.
good.
So damn good. But yeah, man, it's like insane. It blows my fucking mind, man. And if you guys, now that we have a few more people in here, if you haven't seen my Silent Hill 2 review, go check it out. And and the reason I keep bringing that up is because I did that review myself personally. All I did was, as I mentioned in the video, is as soon as I beat the game, I really enjoyed it. I already started brainstorming on it, like how to word things, how to phrase things, how to get my thoughts on paper so they're coherent. And I did the review. Now, the review is just me following points. And like Henry brought up to me, thank you, Henry. He said, "Yeah, I love the video. Just between like sections, you kind of took a little bit of a pause." And I'm telling Henry, "I'm sorry, bro. It's just I'm using words that I don't normally use, so I was trying to make it all make sense in my head before I blurted it out." But the point is that review sounds like a fucking professional review. And mind you, I'm not a writer. I don't do this for a living. And if somebody like me can make a review like that, so the fuck can we, guys. We can do it. Let's fucking push these fucking losers who are furries behind closed doors, who promote this fucking bullshit and shit on the good games, all for attention, and fuck them. Stop giving them attention. Stop giving them your fucking time. Stop giving them your clicks and your likes. They don't fucking deserve it. We got to make them deserve the shit. And look, I'm not against redemption arcs, and I'm not against second chances, but until they prove otherwise, fuck them. We are the real gamers. Every single person in this chat, every single person listening to this podcast, every single person that will be listening to this podcast is a for real fucking gamer. And for those of you guys wondering what is a gamer is somebody who looks for reasons to play a game and not to play a game. A person who plays either an hour a year or like me 1700 hours a year or like Nelson 1500 hours a year, it doesn't matter. Everybody from an hour to 1500 hours is a for real fucking gamer. It's the people that cherish the art, who look for the positive things. And look, let's not get it twisted. When we come across the fuckery, we call it out too. We don't just defend them. We don't say, oh, because it's Naughty Dog and they have come out with bangers, we defend everything they fucking do. Or because it's Insomniac and they come out with bangers, we don't defend every fucking thing they do. We call them out when they deserve to be called out. But at the same time, we cannot just be making up drama just because you don't like the color of the bicycle that Peter Parker was fucking driving that day. Like, come on, get real. Anything else that you have to say, Nelson or Brett?
Nope.
Not really, no.
Not really. All right. Last question, Brett. What game are you
My
looking
wife's
forward to the
texting me, the
most?
kids can't sleep because they're yelling. You're 2 floors up. Get over it.
Brett, what game are you looking forward to next?
Right now it's Stalker 2, but for next year it's Monster Hunter Wilds.
Wilds. That game looks good. I've
Yeah.
never played Monster. Well, I played a little bit of Monster Hunter, but nothing. Just a little bit. But that Monster Hunter Wild looks freaking great. So I want to play that too. Anything else?
Nope. I
Nelson?
mean, the new Ghost, I'm definitely interested in.
Oh, Ghost. Okay.
Well, I already got Quiet Place. I'm playing Actingbot. I got Corgi to play yet. I got Nobody Wants to Die Yet to play. I also got Rise of the Ronin I gotta finish, and then I'm gonna get Silent Hill when my Pro comes and stuff too. So
Silent Hill is
yeah,
such a
that's
good
just
game.
and then
Rise of
Space
the
Marine 2 I
Ronin's
gotta
good
finish
too.
it. So
Bro, watch my review. There's no spoilers in it. It's fucking awesome. For me, so I have a list. I'm gonna go down that list, and basically this is my wish list. So FBC Firebreak, that is the third party PVE that's coming from the Control universe. I'm excited to play that. I want to do it on the Just Playing podcast Tuesday nights with Henry Heck. Also, Dying Light the Beast, that's coming in
Ooh.
2025. I'm excited for that. I hope that is co-op like they've been doing their previous games. Redacted, that drops on the last day of the month, but if you pre-order it for $22.49, you get to play it 3 days early. That is the Callisto Protocol IP being used as like a top-down shooter kind of game. Terminator Survivors, that's another one that's coming in 2023. I'm excited for that. The Midnight Walk, that one is a PSVR 2 game, or you can just play like a regular game on PlayStation. That one got announced during the last state of play. Metro Awakening, PSVR 2 game that drops in November. I'm super geeked for that one. What else do I have here? Unknown 9, I already bought that one. Yeah, it's about it. Oh wait, no, Skydance Behemoth, PSVR 2 game. That one drops in December. Soul Covenant, that already came out. Wanderer, the Fragment of Fate, that one's coming to PSVR 2. I think you can play that game now or the first. I think this is a sequel, so the first one you can play on MetaQuest. Phantom Blade, I'm looking forward to that game. Don't know when it's coming out. Been wondering. The Precinct, that's another one that I'm looking forward to. And Gothic 1 Remake. And that's about it. I'm sure there's more that I don't have on my list here that I definitely want to play. I'm still kind of iffy on not Dragon Quest, but Vanguard,
Dragon Age.
and then also Horizon Legos, which I have pre-ordered, and then Halloween Ash versus Evil Dead, which comes out in a few days. Is anybody gonna play or get Sonic and Shadows Generations?
I'll probably get it on sale.
Okay.
There's too many games, man. Like I didn't even finish Frontiers. Frontiers wasn't that good though.
Frontiers, which one's that? Oh, Sonic
2
Frontiers.
years ago.
Yeah, no, I have that game too. I own that game for the Switch and the PlayStation.
It's not great.
No, it's not. Superstars, I like Superstars, and that's another game that got a lot of hate. A lot of hate. And that's the shit that I was just ranting about. And I'm sorry if I fucking went off the script there, but man, it's just so frustrating, bro. Like, how are you? That's why I question a lot of these people. Do you even like video games? Or are you guys going to be like those Xbox ambassadors that have nothing, don't play any games at all, but because Xbox was saying you get an ambassador, you are becoming ambassador, you become an ambassador, they just fucking signed up and then promoted bullshit.
2,400 points.
Exactly, 2,400 points.
15 years on the platform, 2,400 gamer score.
Exactly. And you know what's another game, now that I'm looking at my list here, that I'm really interested in, but it looks like shit. And this is a very old trailer, but it's Slitterhead. Slitterhead comes out in November, so just 2 weeks from now. Have you guys heard of this game at all?
Yeah, it's
No.
by the maker of Siren, I think.
Yes, by the maker of Siren. Was Siren like a low budget game?
It was a Japan studio game. I tried to play it. It's a lot like Silent Hill, but I couldn't figure out what the hell to do.
Okay. Yeah, because
I got stuck at the beginning of the game.
it look like I'm probably gonna pick it up because I mean it looks very very interesting to me, but it looks a little off. Um, what's another one? So Lego Horizon, I put $5 on it at GameStop when I went to go pick up Awakening 9. I'm looking forward to that game. I'm not a big Lego fan, but I'm a huge Horizon fan. I'll buy whatever the fuck from Horizon. I almost put money on the R or the PS5 upgrade of not Forbidden West, but the first one. I was like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm just gonna do the $10 PS5 upgrade digital and then get the game on sale when physical when it comes out. What else here is coming out soon? Indiana Jones, we talked about that. Yeah, I mean, there's a shit ton of games, guys. Kingdom Come, that's another one I'm looking forward to. But yeah, there's a lot of games, so there's gonna
Dude,
be.
I'm buying that Yakuza game, dude.
Oh, the pirate one.
I'm not even caught up on that one, but the one with Goro in it, I gotta get that.
Yeah,
I
facts.
love Goro as a character.
Well, we lost some people after my rant, bro. I probably pissed some people off.
well.
Yeah, man, there's a shit ton of game. R-Type Tactics. I know me and Henry are looking forward to that. Little Nightmares 3. I just
Oh
beat
yeah.
Little Nightmares 2. Got the platinum for that. Have you played Little Nightmares, Brett?
Yeah,
Yeah. You like it?
I do.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid is coming out. I know Nelson is fucking like
I
ready
want the
to.
collectors.
I know. I've been looking for you, bro. I haven't forgot about you. I've been
They
looking for
haven't
you.
come up again. I've looked all.
I know.
I gave up till I hear something again.
And I've also been looking for that.
I'd never buy collectors either, but it's Metal Gear.
I've been looking to get you that 30th anniversary controller. I've been looking towards
Yeah,
that
I'm
too.
not finding anything.
But
I'm
yeah,
always at
man.
work when this stuff's happening, so I would never even know.
Yeah, I know. Monday I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Unleashed coming. What do you think about that one, Nelson? I haven't heard
I
you
don't
talk
really
about
check
it
it
at
out
all.
though. I have so many Ninja Turtle games that I play. I got the Cowabunga collection, so
Yeah, but you like that 2-bit bullshit. I don't.
Shut up. That one's a little different than a beat 'em up though. I don't know what it really is, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Plus, they seem to be putting out a lot. I can tell when there's going to be a great Ninja Turtle game, and they're putting out a lot of just random stuff with Ninja Turtles connected to it that aren't really Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
yeah. RPG is Metal Gear Solid 3 or Nelson is because the RPG says I think Will would like Metal Gear Solid 3. Is that Delta? Is that the one they're remaking?
That's Delta, yes.
Yeah, I was planning on getting that anyways. I saw the gameplay video they did last month and it looks really fucking good. So I'll definitely be picking that up day one. But yeah, man, there's
You know I'm sitting next to Snake right now, right?
What do you mean?
He's always looking at me.
Oh, you got a fucking doll or something hanging up there?
I got a poster.
God, you probably give that poster a BJ every night, don't you?
We hang out.
We hang out. Well, dude, I stare at Aloy every day too, so I don't blame you. But yeah, guys, I mean, there's a shit ton of games. There's always something to play. Look for reasons to play, not reasons not to play. Right now, I am currently playing A Quiet Place. I am playing Awakening 9. I just beat Arizona Sunshine 1 for PSVR 2. I beat Silent Hill. I played Space Marine Update with Henry, which I actually want to play again. Nelson, do you want to play some?
I still haven't finished it.
Do you want to
Yeah,
play some?
just let me change out laundry after this.
All right,
and then
perfect.
I'll play.
But yeah, I don't have anything else for you guys. Brett, anything you want to say, man?
No, I appreciate you having me on here. I'm just a little sick. I apologize for that.
Oh, you're good,
This
bro.
is
You
season.
don't apologize for being sick, man. It is what it is. But let me ask you, Brett, how was your experience today?
I like it. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed listening. You guys have a lot of you guys make a lot of sense in what you're saying, so it's refreshing. You guys aren't just talking out of your ass to appease like a
You can
certain
look
group of
down my.
people.
I don't cap for games I don't play. When I say I like PlayStation games, you can go down and look at my most played. That's
Yeah.
a good majority of the top 25 games are
Yeah.
PlayStation Studios. So
Right.
I always say that my loyalty for PlayStation goes as far as the games. As soon as another console maker gives me a reason, I have no problems with
like I
fucking
said, the way a lot of things are shifting right now with who they're making games for and stuff, I might be on Nintendo in 5 years.
yeah, exactly. If Xbox come back strong as fuck in the next couple
That
of
ain't gonna
years,
happen,
I
but
know it's not,
Nintendo's possibility.
but if they do, my only problem with Nintendo is they don't have the mature games. You know, they just don't have that type of game that I
Yeah, well, the
like.
mature games are getting really
Really
not
fucking
mature. I want to see.
yeah. But if Xbox come out swinging in the next couple of years and they start to put some heat out there, I have no problems with switching over. The reason that I bat for PlayStation so much is because they've been putting out the shit that I like. And as time has gone on, that shit is starting to go down. Like I am not happy with PlayStation right now. I'm not happy how they priced the Pro. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not happy with the way they priced the Pro. I'm not happy the way they priced the Pro in comparison to what it's coming out with. I'm not happy with their subscription service and how they're pricing that. I'm not happy with how you can't stack and take advantage of deals. I'm not happy with how you have to pay for online gaming with PlayStation. I'm not happy with
That fight you should have fought 10 years ago with me.
sorry,
That ain't
bro.
never that fight is long gone.
Oh,
There
I
ain't even
know.
no sense of arguing about it no more.
No, no, we should still speak up. We should still speak
I
up.
did it for 2 years. Never. There's no chance of that ever happening
You know,
again.
we don't have to talk about it every time, but bringing it up a couple times a year is definitely worth it. I am not happy with how they have a monopoly on the digital store. You know, there's just so much I'm not happy with. I'm not happy with the accessory side of PlayStation. Like, where the fuck is my Aloy plates? Where the fuck is
Plates are
my
ridiculous.
where the fuck?
They want more money. That's a couple $100 million a year stream of revenue. They're just not
Gone.
taking advantage of.
Gone. You know, so there's a lot of shit from PlayStation that I'm not happy with, and I have no problems with talking about it. I have no problems with calling them out, you know, and that's what I think a lot of ponies, and once again, I call myself a pony too, because I am a pony, um, just don't do. They're on fucking PlayStation's fucking dick like there's no tomorrow, just fucking dying because they can't breathe on how deep they have it down their throat, and they just cannot for a single second say this is wrong or I don't like this. They go along with whatever they do, and I always say this about the Xbox, is the same shit. The reason Xbox is in the situation they are in now is because for years they did what the PlayStation gamer is doing now, and that's protecting them and defending every single thing that they do. If the bots spoke up in the mid 2000 teens, maybe, just maybe, they wouldn't be in the situation they are now. But now they're headed the way of third party. Now they're fucking, oh, their own first party is only exclusive for a couple months and it's going to PlayStation. Now they're fucking worried more about a Fire Stick than they are about their own damn console. I mean, have you guys seen the fucking $600 console they came up with? All they did was took out the fucking disk drive. That's all they fucking did. It is insane. Brett, what do you have to say about that?
I agree. I think a mid-gen upgrade, not doing one, was a smart move. But I think coming out with uh, that stupid Galaxy Xbox was just stupid as shit. It's
I'm
a waste of
glad
money.
I'm glad that you said that because I agree. I agree. I mean, it's just a spade is a spade, right? And
Yep.
look, this sucks. I don't want. I tell people all the time the reason we go so hard on Xbox is not because we want them to fail. It's the opposite. We want them to succeed. We want them to be up there head to head with PlayStation and Nintendo because that
I was waiting to buy an Xbox till mid-gen because I was like, it looks like none of the games I might be interested in would be until
yeah.
later in the gen, and now they're just coming to PlayStation. So
Well, the only
why I
reason
would
I
buy
got an
one?
Xbox is because my sister got it for me because she bought it for $350, Series X. you know. So, but I want them to be up there competing with PlayStation, with Nintendo. I want them to do their thing. But if y'all have got nothing else to say, thank y'all so much for coming kick it with us at the chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you to those that are gonna watch this video later and listen to our ramblings and our talking shit. And we really do appreciate it, man. And a thank you from me specifically, Will. Thank y'all so much for what's up, Angus? Thank y'all so much for showing me support. I am 4 subscribers away from hitting 80 subscribers. So guys, 2.5 months ago, I had none. I had no subscribers. This week alone, I've gained, I think it was about 20 subscribers. So y'all are killing it. Y'all are crushing it. Thank you so much. Once again, once Nelson gets his schedule more in place, we will be
Don't forget to drop
switching.
a 20 bomb.
Don't forget to drop a 20 bomb before I say another word. Once Nelson gets his schedule straight, we'll be switching the podcast to his channel on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis. So 1 week will be here, 1 week will be over at Nelson's. So I'll put descriptions to his channel at the end of the podcast. And also stay tuned. Henry and I have a huge announcement that will probably come tomorrow in regards to our Tuesday Just Playing live stream. And I'm excited to let you know what it is. I am so excited. So stay tuned for that. And
You
also,
getting strippers?
oh, I wish. I wish. So thank y'all so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Once
I
again,
don't know. Get me fired.
I want this channel, I want this podcast to be a community thing for real. Brett, he's part of the community. He's part of the Discord. He was interested in coming on the show. So I said, hey, come on in, bro. We made a time or we made a schedule and he's here. Same thing goes to y'all.
Yep.
If y'all are interested in coming on the show, send me a message, put it on the comments. Just contact me and Nelson. We'll get you up here. We'll figure out when. Because this is nothing without y'all. I'm not gonna be one of those creators that are just like, oh yeah, I'm the important one, and yeah, pay me, pay me, pay me, and before I give you guys another sentence. No, fuck that. We're here to talk about gaming because we have a passion for it. But outside of that, thank y'all so much. Either you two have anything to say?
No,
Nope.
just
I'm
want to
gonna
say
kill this
thanks.
goddamn chicken though.
All right, Nelson with the chicken.
Fight the
Brett,
giant chicken. Ooh, he's gonna get me.
Brett, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I would just want to say thanks again for having me on here, and hopefully we can do it again when
Oh,
I'm
you'll
feeling better.
you'll be back. You want to let the people know where they can find you, or you don't care about that?
No, I don't care about that. I don't really
Okay.
use my socials uh like that, so
All right. Well, if you guys do want to talk to Brett about his views or gaming or whatever, you can find him at our Discord, Will777JP. If you are interested, I will also put a 7-day invite on the description and click on it. Come join us over on Discord. We talk about all sorts of different shit, and you can find Nelson, myself, Henry, RPG, and numerous others over there as well. Otherwise, y'all have a good night, and we will catch you next week Sunday for the State of Game podcast. But stay tuned, guys, because I'm gonna be dropping in and out. Henry and I will be dropping an announcement tomorrow in regards to our Tuesday Just Playing live stream, and I think you guys are gonna love it. Keep it gaming.